After Seeking Alpha published an article saying that you should sell your house to buy Lucid stock, literally that's what the author recommended doing, they did that themselves. After that happened, I published a video saying, investor warning, sell your Lucid shares. Do not follow this advice. This is going to essentially bankrupt you. And, well, that's what's happened now to a lot of people. Now, I do feel sorry for these people. A lot of people haven't seen that video. In fact, when I published that video, a lot of people said I was being hyperbolic. Oh, that's the Electric Vikings just being hyperbolic. I mean, surely Lucid, they'll do great. I'm convinced they're the next Tesla. In fact, on that video, if you go and have a look, you'll see some people saying that in the comment section on my video. Well, unfortunately, that's not what happened. Lucid didn't become the next Tesla. In fact, their stock price has now fallen nearly 95% to record lows. Hello, my friends. Welcome to the channel. I'm Sam Evans. You're watching The Electric Viking. Great to see you. Lucid shares have just sunk to an all-time low, down 95% from their peak of $55 US. They've hit $3 US per share. I think it's $3.26 to be exact. Why? Quality problems, poor Q4 results, poor production numbers, inflation worries, all this kind of stuff, right? The truth is, they only make one vehicle. It's an expensive sedan. No one really buys sedans anymore. I don't know why Lucid didn't get that memo when they first made this vehicle, because that was the case then as well. Lucid shares hit a record low on Thursday, following the release of their quarterly production and sales results. Lucid delivered fewer vehicles in the last quarter of 2023 compared to the same period in 2022. So clearly the company's, well, it's not growing, it's shrinking. That's in spite of the fact they have decreased their prices enormously. In fact, on average, by well over 20%. That's a big decrease, right? Lucid have also tried some interesting tactics. A lot of their staff will call you and call you and call you and call you again. If you ever express any interest, they'll call you over and over, and they'll offer you cheaper prices every time they call. In a statement, Lucid reported producing a total of 2,391 vehicles in Q4. So significantly less than 1,000 per month. 1,734 of those vehicles were delivered to customers. Lucid delivered less than 600 cars per week. That marked a 10% compared to the fourth quarter of 2022, when they delivered 1,932 vehicles. Now, the concerning thing is here for investors, we don't know how many of those 1,734 deliveries went straight to actual staff members working at Lucid, which they get a discount. They're also encouraged to buy a Lucid vehicle. They're kind of encouraged to save the company, you might say. Meanwhile, production decreased by around 31% for the last quarter of the year, although Lucid previously cautioned investors about this happening. Throughout 2023, though, Lucid, you might say, were possibly lying, or at least enormously exaggerating their production forecasts. They downgraded them from an initial 12,000 to 10,000, and ultimately they settled at 8,000 to 8,500. In the end, they managed to hit 8,428, but that was just production, not actual deliveries. That was about 17% more vehicles than it managed to produce in 2022. However, Barron's reported that the company's stock was down 6.3% in early trading on Thursday, bringing losses from their original high of $55 to 94.5%. If you'd invested as Seeking Alpha recommended you do so, you would have lost nearly everything. These results are obviously terrible, but what's even more terrible in my opinion is that the CEO has enriched himself to the point of just sickening. It's kind of like a sickening disease. I mean, he was paid nearly $400 million US for his performance over the past 12 months. What performance? I mean, how does that happen? Whose money was that? Was that shareholders' money? Was that people, they've lost their money and he's gained it as a result of him being lucky to capitalize on Lucid's share price, the original share price? I don't know exactly how all that works. But either way, something very, very not right is going on at this company. Something that smells to high heaven. How can a company that's performing this badly pay their CEO $400 million US? That, my friends, is unbelievably wrong. But hey, maybe that's just my opinion. I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comments. Thanks for watching.